How's it going, folks? It's the fan from the stands, January 6th, the day before game day. Let's look at Friday night action for the boys. They get a huge win, again, moving on to a perfect district record after a bit of a slow start, but ended up winning with a blowout 70-28. Lufkin's record now overall is 24-2 with a 92.3 percent winning percentage. That is unbelievable. Their win streak now is 21 in a row, during which, get this, four of the top teams in the state. Two of them were the worst losses of the year. Uh, in last Friday night's action, some of the players that really stood out. Bryson Skinner, gosh, dog, this guy, what can you say? He keeps to continue to impress, playing the right way. Um, Comes off the bench, a bit of a spark because we really needed it, but ended up with 6 points. Javarius really rebounded the ball well, played really good defense, but ended up with 8 points. And then rounding out, Casey Burse really showed how much potential the future for Lufkin basketball, and they are with 11 points. Other stats from the team: Austin Brown with 16, B.J. Thomas with 3, Dalen Newman 1, Marcellus 14 points, Sanders 4 points, Kivo and Tripp both with 2 points. In terms of the younger class, JV 76, or excuse me, 67-32 winner, and freshman 46-14 overall, a 46-14 winner from Friday night's action. Let's take a quick peek at the district standings for the boys. Lufkin at 7-0. Mount Pleasant just below them, 5-1. Tyler High 4-2. Texas High 4-2, and then the Hallsville, bit of a surprise. They lost to Tyler on Friday night, but still right there in the neck of things. 4-3 record. Jacksonville 2-4. Knack 2-4. White House 0-6, and Marshall again 0-6. The district score, excuse me, from Friday night: Lufkin with a huge win, 70-28. Tyler High with that really surprising, if you ask me, win over Hallsville, 44-43. Excuse me. Mount Pleasant, a 52-28 winner over White House. Knack, loser to Texas High, 55-35, which Jacksonville had a bye on Friday. And then we'll look at the TABC Class 5A boy rankings, where some finally looks like Lufkin's getting some respect. Coming in a couple weeks ago before the holiday break, Lufkin at 22 over ranking moves all the way up to 12th with a 24-2 record. Really exciting to see the team getting some recognition. Looking a little bit ahead, I know it's a little early, but wanted to kind of get a sneak peek of the district we possibly could play in the first round. The two key teams I wanted to look at is Walnut Grove, which at one point was overall ranking in the top 25, but so far they're 3-0 in district, at top of the district. Lovejoy at 2-1, Melissa at 2-1, Denison at 2-1. But the two teams, like I said, Walnut Grove and Melissa. Melissa, don't let the record fool you. They have a 4 or 5 star D1 player, is as good as anybody in the state. Really good. They're a really tough team. No matter what, Lufkin's going to have their hands full in the first round, whoever they may be. Looking ahead, tomorrow night's action: Lufkin varsity boys take on the Jacksonville Indians. Lufkin 24-2, 7-0 record at the Pack. JV starts at tip off at 5 o'clock. Freshman at 6:15. Varsity to 7:30 tomorrow, this January 7th. Jacksonville at a 10-14 record and 2-4 overall in district. Let's look ahead to the Lady Panthers. Um, Lady Panthers from Friday night, they won over Marshall with big key win, 54-24, big night. These are the three key players I thought that played really well. Jasmine O'Neill with 11 points, 3 steals. Akira Smallwood, again, if I butcher these names, I'm sorry, 9 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals. Akari Smallwood with 12 points and 5 rebounds. The rest of the team looks like this: Trinity Maxey, 5 points, 5 steals. Mallory Pinner, with 5 points, 3 assists. Aaliyah, Maxie, 5 points, three rebounds. And Myra Mays, 4 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the JV really put it to Marshall on Friday night as well. Kayla Rogers knocked in 22 points. Sonia Henry with 5, and Asaya Brown with 4 points and 7 rebounds. Look ahead at the district standings so far in the lady in their district, the Lady Panthers district 8-0. For Tyler High leading the district. Jacksonville at 7-1. Two teams that both have that both have 20 plus wins on the season. Mount Pleasant coming in third, 5-3, with a surprise loss from Friday night's action. Lufkin coming at 4-4. Knack that should be 3-4, but Knack at 3-4 at fifth place in the district. White House 3-4. Texas High 2-4. And Hallsville 1-6, and Marshall 0-8. Looking back at district scores for Friday night, Marshall 54-20. Marshall a loser to Lufkin 54-24. Tyler High really showing how good they are. 82-36 winner over Hallsville. And like I said, the big surprise, White House beating Mount Pleasant 37-27. Nacogdoches 58-31 winner over Texas High, and Jacksonville had a bye from Friday night. In terms of tomorrow's action, Lufkin Lady Panthers are 12-9 overall record, 4-4 in district. They play the Jacksonville Maidens, 21-5, a 7-1 in district record. Uh, Top 25 team. It'll be at the Pack. The JV tips off at 5, and the varsity at 6:15. This is tomorrow, the January 7th. Um, and this next segment will be with our guest with the head coach of the Lady Panthers, Coach Lamb. All right, I'm here with Coach Lamb, the head coach of the varsity Lady Panthers. Coach, appreciate you coming on tonight.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me.
Mr. Coach, if you could take us through this season so far, what it's been like in terms of non-district and district, and then maybe kind of discuss some teams we played and tournament play.
Um, it's moved very fast with this new district and this 9-team district. We've only had 3 pre-district games, and then we was into district. One of ours got canceled due to a playoff football game, which was versus Newton. So we only had 3, and then we was right into district. And that's been a big adjustment for us because we have so many that come from volleyball. I think almost half of our varsity team came from volleyball, so we didn't have a long gelling period uh, to get things going. And typically, we're a slower starting team, or we have been, I say, probably the past 2 years. It takes us a while to get gelling, the girls to get on the same page with girls coming from volleyball. So we didn't have that adjustment period, and that's probably been the biggest adjustment as far as what we had to get used to, and then going right into those district games that count so early versus starting district after Christmas like what we're used to doing. So, but we've had some good tests and played some good teams on the schedule. Uh, went to had a good tournament in Hudson and won that tournament. Played Sealsby in the championship game. The girls played really well, showed what we're capable of doing and how we're capable of playing when we're on the same page, and just trying to find that consistency.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach, next question is, what was your overall thoughts about the game Friday night against Marshall, and what are some takeaways from the game you came to?
Overall thoughts, I think we played a good game. Started off slow, which was a little frustrating, but it happened. Um, and I think we did what we were supposed to do. Did what we're capable of doing, and it was just good to see the girls have some fun and play hard together. And so we'll definitely take that, and we needed that win as a team, and emotionally and mentally we needed that. So definitely take that.
Sir. Yes, sir, Coach. Uh, kind of, kind of look at tomorrow's game against Jacksonville. Can you give us a scouting report, maybe some things that we expected them from them, both individually and maybe as a team?
Um, there's I want to say there's 7-2, 6-2 in district. They've only no, they only lost once. I could be wrong.
I think they've lost one.
Yeah, they lost once to Tyler. I don't know where I got the two from. Max Prep probably threw me off, but yeah, they only lost to Tyler. So they're a good team. They play hard. They got some size to them. Their best player, uh, she can go. If anybody is watching the game, just look for number 5. She can play. Uh, she's she's long and rebounds very well and finishes very well, and so main thing we have to do is just take care of the ball. That's what hurt us last game. We played them at the end of the first quarter. The score was 9-9. Halfway through the second quarter, we were up by 3, and then a series of 4 to 5 straight turnovers turned into about 10 points for them, and they kind of blew the game open. So it was all self-inflicted issues, is what we called ourselves. So we just got to stay composed and take care of the ball and understand basketball is a game of runs, and they're gonna make a run, and we're gonna make ours, and just stay composed.
Yes, sir, Coach. Well, that kind of leads into my next question. You talked a little bit about Jacksonville and just how good and competitive this district compared to maybe the last few. Do you think it helps prepare for the upcoming playoffs?
Yeah, I think it does. This district is very competitive. It's a lot of us kind of close in there. Uh, when it comes to the games being a toss up. If you're not on that night or not playing hard or not focused, you can and will lose. So, um, which has been one of our main issues is just our mental state going into the game and trying to keep the girls or the ladies focused and on one accord. So, it, we've had our challenges this year. Injury bug has kind of tagged us a little bit. Um, Honestly, not sure if our starting point guard is going to play tomorrow because she had to get her wrist looked at because it might be something injured there. She's been battling through it and playing through it, had it taped up and hand turning blue on her and things of that nature. So health comes first. So she got that looked at today. And then our backup point guard, which was a freshman, Chloe Armstead. So the starters, Trinity Maxey and Chloe Armstead, who's the backup that started a few games for us. She tore her ACL. Um, so with injury bug kind of been tagging us here and there, kind of mess with our camaraderie and our chemistry. So we're just trying to get back on the same page.
Sure, yes, sir. And I think that's a testament to the team and you as a coach to be able to battle through this district and really still find a way to compete and have those things and really overcome those things. Yes, sir, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, talk about a little bit about this Friday being an off day, a bye.
hmm
Is that look any different than what it normally does? Do y'all just watch film, or do y'all take off, or what does that look like?
It kind of depends on where we are. Right now, I'd say we probably would just have them come in a little bit later because we usually start at 7 in the morning. So probably would just start when school starts and use it as a film and recovery day. And, do a bunch of stretching and ice baths and treatment and things like that. Watch some film and then let them go to class instead of work out. Or if we're good in that department, then we would do some shooting. Shooting then ice and then let them go. So that's probably what it consists of. Just trying to get our mistakes fixed and get back healthy.
Gotcha, Coach. Gotcha, Coach. And the last question: what would you say has been the biggest surprise this year with this group in terms of this overall? Anything that comes to mind, a surprise, or any kind of takeaways from this group so far this year?
Um, I wouldn't say it's any surprise. I think we can be really good when we're on the same page and playing together. And then the moments that we decide not to be, it can be rough on us. And so I think more than anything, I'm enjoying the process with them because it's teaching them life lessons about, working hard and working with each other, even if you're not, in agreement at that point in time, and learning to push through adversity. And so, it hasn't been perfect for us, but at the same time, it's a lot of learning points, and it's a lot of things that I think they could take with them moving forward and take with them beyond the court in life lessons when it comes to it. So uh, I think that would be it.
Sir. Yes, sir. Well, Coach, we really appreciated you coming out tonight, and we look forward to tomorrow against Jacksonville. And thank you so much for being on the
Yep.
fan with the stands. Appreciate it, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.